Hey, welcome to episode 126. We Made It podcast. Back in the building. Give it to him, C's.
Same Vinci says.
Yeah, he's just saying the same number over and over these past 5 weeks. But it's all good. Back in the building. We Made It podcast. We Made It podcast on all social media. We Made It podcast.com. Caesar's over here replying to text, thugging it out. So much to talk about this week. Oh, we got some game recaps. I watched so many games, but not all the games that we're recapping are on this episode because if you notice on our YouTube channel, We Made It Podcast, there were some recaps that I did, Caesar did separately. Caesar did a recap of the Milan
Derby, Inter Milan versus AC Milan.
Yes, he called it the Milan de Boring.
De Boring?
Yeah.
It was pretty funny.
Yeah.
He liked it.
You're going to just props your own joke?
Yeah, that was pretty funny.
Okay. And I did a recap of the Man City versus Watford debacle and the West Ham versus Man U match. No. Sorry. Barcelona versus Granada versus Barcelona. That's the one I did. I recapped those two. The name of that is on our YouTube channel, Stop the Bleeding FC. Go and check those out. And there will be more of those coming up because we have some midweek games this week. Games tomorrow and Wednesday. Well, actually, you'll be hearing this on Tuesday. So games today, obviously, for y'all. We're recording Monday night.
Yep. Games
Wednesday. Then we got some games on the weekend. Then next week, you got Champions League. So there's a lot of games. We might be dropping some separate YouTube videos. You with it?
Yeah, I'm absolutely down. I think I had a great time doing the last one, and yeah. I think having that immediate reaction is better. I know that people sit and they're just like anticipating Tuesday, Wednesday episodes to come, but now they get it as soon as possible via YouTube too.
Yeah, and it's fun for us because we would love to cover more games on the podcast, but we want to do hours of game recaps. We've done that before. We've done an hour and a half of game recap. We've recapped one game for an hour before.
It'd be like that sometimes.
Yeah, but
maybe we'll leave that to a final.
Yeah, those are for big games.
You know what I mean?
Like last year, it was the PSG Man U match.
We should be dedicating 20 minets together to Watford versus Man City.
Well, that we could have went hard covering that game.
Of course,
but some of the matches I like to watch, some of the matches Serie A C's like to watch. We're not going to necessarily be covering them on the podcast, but we are going to do. Since we used to not be a game recap show, now we're a game recap show.
Clearly.
We're going to start off with game recaps today. We got a few good games to talk about and some different things that I want to talk to Caesar about. And we're going to cover the FIFA awards. And I want to talk about what the hell coaches are doing in training. Because I was really frustrated this week watching some matches. And I was just like, I need to know what some of these dudes are doing in training. But anyway, let's go ahead and start off game recaps. Once again, we made a podcast.com. We made a podcast on all social media. Make sure you check out Mufasa's Taquitos.
With a zero
in Taquitos for the O.
There's only one O.
You're right. On Twitch, make sure you follow him and subscribe to him. And on Twitter and Instagram, and add his gamer tag. I think that's what it's called on Xbox.
Yeah, his gamer tag is also Mufasa's Taquitos with a zero.
Caesar's gamer tag is Brazil XC's CEZ. He's out here playing some Apex Legends. He'll be playing FIFA 20.
Yeah, FIFA 20 I believe comes out tomorrow.
I thought it comes out in October.
No, September 24th, 23rd.
What the heck?
Yeah, so it comes out tomorrow. Yeah, I was I guess I'll say it on air. Low-key, I was actually hoping you were going to come down to do the show in Long Beach so we could do FIFA 20. But it's all good.
Well, you never said anything, so...
I don't want to surprise you. Because I bought the early edition. But it's all good. I mean, FIFA 20 is coming out.
This man is capped.
Yeah, 24th. I'm not capping. Yeah.
Okay, for some reason I thought it came out in October. Maybe I was thinking October 24th. But yeah, we'll probably do some gameplay reactions about that. Yeah. And make sure you follow Caesar on his gamer tag.
Yeah.
And on Twitch too. You stream.
Yeah, I'm on stream.
You should be streaming more.
WMI Gaming. I have two of them up there. I'm hoping to do some more. I want to do about 3 a week.
And 3 streams?
Yeah. And then
why 3? You play every night.
Not every night actually. Yeah, and it'd be cool if we actually we can stream us playing some FIFA 20 also.
Yeah, and because you play every night.
I don't.
Okay, anyway, let's go ahead and start off this episode. I did watch Chelsea versus Liverpool. EPL Bam in the building. I watched West Ham versus Man U. I watched Chelsea Liverpool. Obviously, I watched Man City versus Watford. EPL Bam in the building. But yeah, Chelsea Liverpool is a big match. Caesar's got some texting to do, obviously.
Hey man, you do the same thing.
No, I don't.
You've never done it?
Yeah, of course, but you doing it a lot right now.
Okay, look at that.
This dude.
You know how it is when you're a double minority.
I don't know what you're a double, but anyway, Chelsea Liverpool. Man, the first thing I commented, I was like, Chelsea is rough up top. Mount, Tammy Abraham, and William. I'm like, that's rough.
I'm really mad at.
What's up with Pulisic too? I thought he was hurt, but they were saying he just can't.
No, he's fine. He hasn't get no burn.
What's the deal?
I'm gonna keep it real.
Okay, hold on. Before you say that, him and Mount are basically the same.
Yeah, I was like, I remember one game I watched. I was like, oh, is that? Look at Pulisic out there.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. Mount. They're literally the same, and they look the same.
I'm sure that Frank Lampard's thinking, well, I had Mount back at Derby County with me.
Oh, that's
so I might as well just play the same dude.
And you know what else? Mount's British.
He is. You're gonna get that. You're gonna get that nod.
You're gonna get the nod, buddy. USA.
I mean, look, I like Pulisic. We did a message to Pulisic. We think we know very highly of Pulisic. I did not think the Chelsea move was a good move.
Really?
Yeah, I don't think that was I don't think he's like.
You don't think he's good enough, basically?
I mean, I don't think he's like good enough for that move right now. I don't think that he should have got paid that to get it over there. I mean, he lost his position to two wingers of the team. He wasn't growing into a prominent role. He lost his role at BVB. He was this guy for a while, and they gave it up to someone way better, which is Jadon Sancho. He's a baller.
Well,
I'm just saying you lost your position.
Yeah, that's
true. And then
true.
you go to you upgrade to Chelsea, I guess, maybe upside up.
I mean, you're gonna get paid more for sure.
Upgrade, and you lost your position again. I mean, they could have went to that practice, and I'm sure it's like this is pretty much the same thing. I'm gonna go with the guy I can count on because I played a whole season with him, and he's British, so that's probably why they went Mount.
Well, it's still early in the season.
No, it is.
So maybe he didn't
start 4 in a row, and now he's been benched for 4 in a row, with 0 games played. So.
Look at Caesar with the EPL information. Okay.
I unfortunately watch a bunch of terrible ESPN FC clips.
Oh, okay.
And they put up
okay. So you be knowing. Okay.
Yeah.
That's good, actually, because I never watched them all.
I watch them all, and I hate it.
But yeah, let me get into this game. And I have some things I want to mention, something Mourinho talked about, and maybe you heard about it because you be watching ESPN FC.
I do.
But, yeah, the game was good. Early, I put that Liverpool's put in a lot of pressure. I put it early, like, Liverpool is just so fast and strong, but I wonder if those guys can tire out towards the end of the season because they played a lot of matches, especially Mane. Well, Mane, Firmino, and Salah also played a summer tournament coming off that long season last year. So we'll see if those guys
usually get burnouts or injuries.
Yeah, because even like with Salah, he definitely didn't have the same season he had the year before. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, I don't want to go through everything.
Well, I mean, to be honest, Salah was also in the World Cup too, right?
Yeah, so he played the World Cup and he played AFCON.
So these all guys are gonna be busy. I mean, Latin,
Mane too.
South America has like
and
3 years in a row tournaments now.
Yeah. So what's the name? Mane World Cup season, AFCON.
Yeah.
Firmino World Cup, Copa America, AFCON.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, Copa America's less games, but yeah. It's a lot for them. 14th minute was a really cool goal by Alexander Arnold. They got a free kick close. Mane won the free kick.
Free click.
And then who was standing over it? It was Salah was standing there. I almost want to say Jordan Henderson. I can't remember, but I was like, damn, Mane don't even get to stand over it. Like, damn. But then Salah kind of just like when the free kick started, Salah kind of like kicked it back to Alexander Arnold and he like shot it in. It was a nice little move there. Then after that in the 30th minute, that was in the 14th minute. 30th minute, Firmino got a nice header on a free kick. I don't even know. Just Chelsea just completely did not mark him. Halftime, I put that Chelsea just cannot handle Liverpool. Liverpool is just, they have an overbearing kind of team. It's a lot of speed, a lot of strength, and a lot of technique, and a lot of confidence too in the way Liverpool plays. 71st minute, N'Golo Kante had a nice solo goal. It was really funny because he had the rock, and you could tell just like nobody on Liverpool thought he was actually going to do anything. And they were just like waiting for him to pass the ball, and he just kind of like, all right, I'll shoot it, and he got a nice shot in there. 77th minute, I was so shocked. Michy Batshuayi comes in for Tammy Abraham. I totally forgot about him. I don't know why in the world Tammy Abraham's starting. But maybe I do know why Tammy Abraham does play for England, right?
Mm-hmm. He's British.
Yeah. Michy Batshuayi sitting on that bench to the 77th minute.
Highly regarded youth talent. Because he's tall.
Yeah, I'm not
he's like a tall praying mantis to me.
Yeah, I'm not really feeling it too much.
I haven't seen anything that makes me go, whoa.
Not me neither. And then, okay, I'm going to talk about what Mourinho had to say after the match, but something happened at the end of the match. In the 94th minute, it's towards the end of the match, but this bothered me because I've talked about EPL refs being lazy before. Liverpool's coming down on the counter, and Marcus Alonso, I want to say he fouled James Milner on the counter, but it was a clear advantage. Whoever had the ball, I can't remember who had the ball, got the pass off, and it's a clear advantage call. Marcus Alonso did the foul, unless you're going to give Marcus Alonso a red card, which he could have gave him a red card. But he stopped the play, the ref did, and the commentator, and he only gave Alonso a yellow card. The commentator was like, they were like, yo, like, well, how come he didn't play advantage? And they were like, oh, okay, he's probably just going to blow the whistle right after the free kick. It was like a good, 30, 45 seconds before he blew the whistle. That was really annoying, and you could tell Liverpool players were upset. That might seem petty, but it's a long season, and goal differential matters. So you can't be playing around stopping goal chances, ref. But EPO refs are lazy. If you would have saw you, been like, "Yo, what the hell's going on?"
Yeah, I know. I'd probably be tripping.
Yeah, like and the commentators were like, "What the hell?" But anyway, at the end of the match, which Liverpool won 2-1.
They don't even know.
I did put that Chelsea kind of doesn't really look like a top 5 team to me, or top 4. But we'll see what happens at the end of the season.
Who's better, Chelsea or Man U?
We're going to talk about Man U after this, so. Wow. But I did want to talk about something Mourinho said, and I want to see what you think about this, because I feel strongly about this as well. Mourinho said, because after the match, apparently the Chelsea fans were applauding Chelsea for playing well, so to speak. So Mourinho said, when you start accepting defeats just because your team played well and just because your players gave their best, a performance for the people to be proud of, I think when you get used to it, that's when the big clubs stop being big clubs. And that, honestly, that's bars. And I feel the exact same way. And you know
that's a bar.
And honestly,
that is a bar, sir.
Because especially Chelsea, which is like a big, it's a fake big club, kind of like Tottenham. You know what I mean?
It's not fake big club. They won Champions League.
But it's not okay. You're right. But it's not like
an EPL.
But it doesn't have the same following like a Man U.
Well, I'll be honest with you, it did before. It was a team to go to.
No, it's still a team to go to. So that's kind of.
I guess not
to some extent, and I would say that because they had Eden Hazard for so long.
Yeah, but so, I'm saying back in the day, it used to be be a rumor of everybody going there.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying they're. Yeah. I'm not saying they're not a big club, but it's like it doesn't have the same following as a Liverpool and a Man U, and even I'm sure there's way more Arsenal fans than there are Chelsea fans.
I don't know.
And Matej used to kind of say that too. Like Chelsea's not like a big club for real, but they're like for real, but not for real kind of thing. But I 100% feel Mourinho on this, and it reminded me when people would say about the Real Madrid fans about how much pressure they put on the team, and they're not satisfied with just good play, they want the win, and I don't even understand the concept of applauding a loss. What?
I couldn't do that.
I don't care.
It's not my child.
Unless there's I ain't gonna apply to loss when I kid too, but unless there's a crazy call at the end that should have been a penalty and you didn't get it. There's
they still don't applause.
Well, I'm saying I'm
saying I couldn't even imagine clapping in that joint. There's no dude.
You lose.
I'd be too busy thinking about beating up the ref.
Probably, but yeah, Mourinho has a great point, and
that's a bar.
Yeah, and I even feel it's weird when the players go to applaud in a draw. I'm like,
I'm like, what the hell?
I'm like, okay, but like if you're the better team and there's a draw, like I don't come clap.
I don't like draws like that.
Yeah, like especially when you're the big team and you're drawing to a lesser opponent. But yeah, I like what Mourinho had to say. That's how a big club can stop being a big club. When you start aiming low. When you start doing things like playing the young players so you have an excuse.
I've seen a U.S. men's national team play a game in Mexico and go and applause the traveling fans.
And what was the score?
They lost 2-3-0.
Yeah, it's weird to me. I'm like, I don't know. Maybe the fans want to see them up close or something like that. Yeah. I don't know, but it's weird. Like, just go there and say sorry. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Which I've seen before too.
Yeah, I've seen that before too. But like. You never know with hiring Frank Lampard, with playing Mount, with playing what's his name, Tammy Abraham.
You know,
with playing William. William's 30-something years old now. Like
he's not old.
He's not, but it's not like you didn't really do much to improve your team in this offseason for the ownership. You know what I mean? Like, are you kind of aiming low this season? You sold Hazard. Pulisic isn't really like a Hazard replacement.
You know what Chelsea reminds me of? Like Monaco. You know, Monaco kind of was doing really good, and then just kind of chilled for a while.
Yeah, but their situation's different.
No, I know it's different, but I'm saying that reminds me the behavior is the same. Where it's not where it's just we're not really signing anything really. I guess maybe one or two little dudes that you don't really know, like Mount. No one knows what Mount is. You know what I mean?
There's
there's similarities.
We've talked about coaches and stuff doing this before. Like, it seems like they're playing a young player just so they can have an excuse if they lose. Because I'll be feeling Tuchel does that sometimes. But I don't know. But I did like that from Mourinho. As a pundit, Mourinho seems like he's pretty good. He wants to come back and coach again because I think he wants to be a dictator on people again. Hopefully he just stays a pundit.
Yeah, I'm glad he shut down the Real Madrid thing.
Yeah, he did. That was respectful of him.
That's so annoying.
Yeah, you don't want to be out here causing controversy and stuff either. But yeah, I did also watch. Nice, in relaxed mode. I did also watch West Ham versus Man U. You did just ask me who looks better between Chelsea and Man U. Man U looked so bad. But let me get into it. First, I wanted to say that Man U was rocking those pink jerseys. I don't know why, but any pink jersey goes hard.
It does.
All of them.
The only thing that doesn't go hard about the Man U jersey is the Chevrolet logo.
Yeah, but a pink jersey is always hard.
It's nice.
Any team that pulls out the pink jersey, it's always dope.
Last year's Man U's pinks were clean. This year they're clean. It just works.
I see some
Napoli had that dope pink one.
Yeah, some
Real Madrid had the pink one. It always works.
Some team in La Liga, some other team, random team had a pink one that came out, and I'm like, why are they always gangster whenever you rock a pink jersey? Why is that?
It looked dope. I remember when Real came out there, this looks really fresh.
Every single time a pink jersey goes hard.
Every time.
Is it because Cameron? Did they start doing it after
I believe
Dipset
Cameron
movement?
did set the trend for everybody.
I think they did it after Dipset movement. But I'm not sure about that. Anyway, before the match too, I also wanted to see if Wan-Bissaka, who in my head when I say his name, I'm saying Juan, he's like Juan, that's honestly what I'm saying.
In my head, I'm thinking Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Okay, so you're saying Obi-Wan Bissaka, and I'm saying
Bissaka.
Juan-Bissaka.
You're thinking Juanito Bissaka.
Yeah. I want to see if he could do anything offensively, and also Pogba and Martial were injured for this match, and then the Man U starting 11 was so bad.
Yeah, it was Juan Mata and Matic. I'm like, Matic still play soccer?
Jeez,
that dude should be that. I thought he'd be in MLS by now.
Oh man, there's no way he has a six pack. No way. His jersey's so big. He look like he's wearing a cape.
the shoulders and everything.
Yeah, the Cameron cape. Anyway,
Cameron cape.
24th minute, I put that Man U has done nothing. 30th minute, I put watching this game is torture. Oh God. After that, this dude, Caesar over here, you busy? You want to go ahead and take a break? Because you got a lot going on today, dog. New priorities. We already did that episode. Because you got a lot going on, big dog. You okay? You all right? Because you already got a lot going on, yo. Well, what are you over here looking trying to look mad for?
I'm not.
Or sad? Are you sad?
No.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
People watching this on YouTube, can y'all tell that he's looking like he's having some issues right now? What's up with you? Okay, look, if you need to take a break, just go ahead and I'll keep talking because I don't know why you look like you're about to cry or something right now. This is episode 126. I'm literally uncomfortable. Caesar's giving off this.
Why are you saying this episode 126 like you're doing a research project?
I don't know because you're making me uncomfortable right now. You hot? What's up?
It's all good. Let's go.
You want some coffee? What's good? Oh my goodness. Did you get some bad news right now?
No.
Okay, you need to make a phone call?
No.
Okay, I need you to lift your spirits up then, dog. Please. Yeah. Yo, this is so rough right now. I'm so annoyed. Anyway, get your daggone knee off me. After the 30th minute, I put, what does a man you want a shirt?
No. Just talk, man. Don't worry about me. You don't have to look over here.
Thank you. Some energy.
Damn.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Shut the hell up.
Okay, thanks. After I put watching the game as torture, I was like, dang, I wonder what a Man U fan thinks when they're watching this. Like, what do you think when you're watching your team play this bad?
They probably think about all the tweets they regret acting like their team was good.
You feel me? 44th minute, your boy Yarmolenko got a goal. First time West Ham actually passed the ball around near the box. Yarmolenko got like a nice little slingshot left foot goal in there.
Which you can do.
Oh, absolutely. Like a daisy cutter, just kind of like got it with the tip of his foot. Boy just went right in there. Yarmolenko, who infamously made Tim Howard look like a damn fool in that Dynamo Kiev versus Everton match. I never seen somebody from Ukraine thug out EPL players so bad. This dude was doing so many step overs.
It was ridiculous.
Shooting with his left foot.
He was so skinny back then.
Tim Howard was just jumping all over the place looking crazy. I'll never forget that. In the second half, I put the Man U's actually trying to play some football. Rashford went off injured in the 60th minute, and Lingard came in playing up top.
What?
Yeah. I put, when is the last time, if any, Jesse Lingard's had a man of the match game? Like, when is the last time somebody seen him play good? Holly? When is the last time you saw Jesse Lingard play well? Like a really good game. Like, when? I have not seen it, ever. 82nd minute, your boy Juan Bissaka gives up the ball and to West Ham. Ashley Young fouls your boy Noble on West Ham close to the box. 84th minute, your boy Cresswell of West Ham puts in the free kick and West Ham wins 2-0 against Man U. Man U look really bad. I don't even know what they're going to do. I guess Pogba will make them better, but like I feel like they're probably going to finish like 10th this season.
Probably 15th.
I wouldn't be surprised they got relegated.
Who's going to finish higher this year, Wolves or Man U?
I think Man U's going to get relegated, honestly.
Damn!
Harry Maguire's so whack. I'm like,
he's the most expensive player in the world. He sucks.
I'm like, he's like literally regular. I don't even think he's good to be an EPL center back.
That's the biggest waste of money I've ever seen.
I would have got Gary Cahill.
I would have paid for two. I would have paid double for Van Dijk rather than get him.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I'd have paid $160 million to get him instead.
Give me $195 million Dutch center back.
They're winning EPL.
Also, last EPL thing. I'm not gonna go over this whole match. I didn't watch it, but Arsenal did beat Aston Villa. Really cool. They came back to win 3-2, down 10 men. The dudes over at Mostly Soccer podcast, we did trade questions. I asked them how long Arsenal is going to keep Matteo Guendouzi. Literally, one of the best midfielders I ever watch. Like, I'm spoiled watching Matteo Guendouzi play football. This dude literally just like does everything you want. Like, he plays like video game. We've talked about it a million times. I'm not going to get back into it. They asked me in return, how long does Arsenal keep Aubameyang? I think Aubameyang's staying there for the long haul. I don't think he has like any desire to really leave. I don't know where he would go. Like, he's 29, I think. He came from Saint Etienne to BVB to Arsenal. It's all upgrades. I don't really see him going into like. Oh yeah. Before that, I don't really see him going to like a much better club than Arsenal. What do you think?
No, I don't think so.
Like I think this is basically his cap.
Yeah, after here, probably a worse team. So he's probably gonna stay.
Yeah, and I think he likes being there in London, and
he likes the environment. He likes speaking English.
Yeah, and he's got like fancy cars and stuff like that. Also, Caesar, I don't know if you watched it or if you want to take a nap, but I did watch Sevilla versus Real Madrid. Did you watch it?
Yes, I did.
Okay, what did you observe in this match?
Oh, it's okay. I didn't take notes.
Well, do you remember anything?
Yeah.
Caesar,
This was actually a crazy match to me because I thought it'd be really interesting to see a first game back for Sergio Ramos. Okay. I thought that'd be pretty big. I wanted to see like because the original match, everybody's talking about how we saw this pretty much very similar lineup that what happened from the PSG Real Madrid game. Pretty much the same except for Sergio Ramos being included. And I think one more player too.
I think Sergio Ramos played against PSG, right?
No, he didn't. It was Varane and Militao.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. So, I was really interested to see how it went. I actually was funny before the match started. I was like, when I was watching warm-ups, I'm like, oh, Real's gonna win this game.
Really?
Yeah, I thought Real was gonna win. And not to say confidence in like they're like way better. It was as if one thing I've kind of known about this Real Madrid team over the years is that this has been the same team pretty much, and they're not like the kind of guys that get pummeled back to back to back. They're not like that.
They were getting pummeled back to back last season.
No, they weren't getting pummeled back to back. They've had definitely some dumb ties, some close ones lost, but they never go 3-0, then 4-0, then 3-0. They don't do that. They don't do that. And they have a lot of veterans. So I was like, I was expecting a draw. And also in the PSG game, there's 2 VAR goals from Benzema that were called off too. Not to say that was a big difference, but I'm saying like it's not like nothing was happening.
You a fan.
Benzema was still the only one doing something. So yeah, I want to see, and also I was excited to see Reguilón play. That's my guy.
I was excited to see Lucas Ocampos, the dude from came from Marseille.
I didn't.
He was doing his thing. He was balling. You don't remember. Well, the game did end 1-0 to Real Madrid. I don't think Real Madrid played like super great, but like they played good defense, and I think that's what.
The defense is way better. Interesting lineup when Helmet started at the cam. I think
he was starting in the midfield. I wasn't necessarily a cam, but he was in the midfield. A few notes that I had. I put that Hazard. In the early in the match, I said that he needs to get on the ball more. Like he's got to find the ball a little bit more. And also later in the match, I put that he needs to want to dribble less and want to score more. So like that might sound contradictory, but not necessarily. Like there was a lot in the early part of the game. Like the game is flowing to the right side, and I'm like, yo, make sure. Like when you're thinking of Ronaldo, and obviously they're different, but like. You're thinking of that goal scorer on the left, the one that's what they kind of wanted to replace. Yeah. Like, get the game to flow your direction by kind of like coming back, getting involved, and then getting up the pitch, and like not necessarily wanting to dribble as much, but like you really want to score. Yeah. I seen Hazard doing way too much defending, like way too much. No, honestly, like I'm like, yo, I don't want to see you defending.
I think that was the emphasis.
Maybe that was the
when
tactic.
I was watching it, I understood what you're talking about. I think I know what you're talking about. I think I remember that too. But
there was a few.
No, I agree. But at the same time, I was like, this is a statement more than it is a tactic. I think it's more of Zidane telling them it's not about this necessarily being important for us, but important for you as an individual. Because
so you think Zidane was saying that I want you guys to be.
Yeah, I think he said that. I think he did that to like reinstate bringing back the defense because. That PSG defense game was so bad.
Well, Militao was terrible.
No, but it wasn't all just Militao. It was bad overall.
But he's terrible.
Even Varane was being kind of dumb, too. It was bad overall.
Militao was terrible.
You want to attack Militao because he's Brazilian. That's funny. But
Militao has been terrible.
Oh, he's played 2 games. How many games have you watched him play? From Porto to Real Madrid? What are you doing?
Okay, I'm glad they were finally got Caesar back to scream at me to defend Militao. Playing
his name is Military.
Playing horrible for Real Madrid. He's been really bad. I'm mad that they're not. I'm mad.
Dog, there's been years when Pepe played awful. Who cares?
I'm mad that he's keeping Nacho out. They're doing that
because they're not keeping Nacho. Nacho's injured.
Nacho was in the lineup this past match.
Yeah, barely with that broke ass ankle.
Militao might need to break his ankle because he's bad. But anyway,
Nacho should go to Milan.
Oh, AC Milan? Yeah. I don't want him to do that.
I want him to go. I was watching him. I was like, he'd ball out over here. He needs to come over here.
Can he be a striker in MLS, please?
I would if he became an MLS striker, just like Danny Alves became a Cam in Brazil, I guess. Basically, I'm getting a Nacho striker jersey.
Absolutely.
I'm getting a Nacho
Columbus,
and it better be number 4 too, striker.
like
Nacho Minnesota United. What's wrong with you? Nacho Minnesota United jersey.
Playing number 4.
I'm wearing a Target logo.
Like Clint Dempsey wearing number 2 being a striker. This always bothered me.
It was kind of fresh to me.
Like, dog, you got to
like you're like Gilbert Arenas right now.
What number was he?
0.
What a lame. Anyway, there were some things. So, yeah, okay. You know what? That might be the case. Maybe, you know.
I think it was like a coaching. I think he's like, look, this
young. Because what I put was that I seen Hazard defending deeper than Toni Kroos. I'm like, yo, come on, dude. Like,
I think it was like, hey, look. I think he didn't want to focus on Militao maybe. Like, hey, you did awful.
Militao just sucks. Why are we talking about it?
Okay. So I think he was saying like, everybody is accountable for what happened last match. Okay. We all lost as a team.
So except for Toni Kroos, because he was
the team loses. Well, Toni Kroos, jerk. He don't speak nothing. No one cares about him. Kroos, he probably like it's gonna take him forever to come back after playing defense. You might as well just stay floating up there. You're so slow, anyways.
Okay.
But like everybody, just come back, put extra work on defensively because it's just gonna make us more comfortable in the long run.
Yeah,
I think it's that kind. It's like a mental thing.
You know what? I'm not necessarily disagreeing with that because that could.
But you can see what I'm saying.
Yeah, absolutely. The only thing that bothered me is like sometimes when I see a player like that, like Hazard, like defending that deep, it seems kind of desperate. Like it almost seems like you could be like scared to lose. That's why you're one of your good attacking players is like back that deep defending.
To be honest, that was actually one of my big criticisms about Balotelli. Not saying like he's not a bad player or anything like that. Yeah. Sometimes I feel like he would play super, super deep. Not because of like
defensively,
yeah. Like sometimes he's come super deep before, and not because like not all the time. Saying the times he did it, it's like your only intention is just like you really want to get the ball. Like it's not like to like, but it ruins the formation in the process, especially when you don't get it because you're not running back to the spot that you missed. So that kind of stuff like would bother me too a little bit. I get what you're saying though,
but because I feel like
especially on that position, it's a hole there now.
Yeah, because I feel like it's different when there's somebody playing on the I never seen what you're talking about with Balotelli, but like with Hazard, I'm just like, you know, it just seemed a little desperate, and it seemed because like let's say Messi, like obviously we would like to see him defend a little bit more, but like if you see Messi like down there defending a lot, you'd be like, damn, like it seems like they're panicking almost. You know what I mean?
Like what's going on?
Yeah, like it's like, yo, dog, like, you don't got to do that. Like, that's not your game. You know what I mean? But whatever, they still won it, and I did write that it's a good win for Real Madrid. Like that's a good win for them.
If I see Messi in Mascherano's spot, I'd be like, what are you doing, man?
Like for real. I did put in the second half that and Benzema's goal was really dope too, and Carvalho's cross was good. I did put after that if they brought in Vinicius Jr. for Bale, who did nothing for the most part, then they would probably score again. But yeah, good win for Real Madrid. They definitely needed that. Also, I did watch really quick PSG versus Lyon versus PSG. That was a pretty good game too. Another one where I had some other criticisms that I'm going to talk about later. I don't want to bring it up now because we'll end up talking about it forever, and I do want to get to the FIFA awards, but I do want to try to talk about that after. PSG ended up winning 1-0. Neymar had a nice goal at the end of the match. It was really, really whack because Lyon just started parking the bus like early in the match, and I don't even know why. It was raining really hard, and they had some players missing, I guess, because they were starting some dudes I never heard of them. But it kind of hurt my heart to see Lyon playing like that because I'm like, damn, y'all have played good against PSG in the past. Even the match where Mbappe scored them 4 goals, like Lyon was still playing good. Their new coach, Silvinho, it looks really bad on him, them losing that match. Because they did do like a real like tactical change, and they were hitting out on the counter and parking the bus. They did have some good chances, but they ended up losing the match at home. It was really cute though in the beginning of the match, like before the match started. Marquinhos and Thiago Silva and Neymar went and were talking to Silvinho, like giving them hugs. I guess he used to work for the staff in Brazil national team. Yeah, so they were like, oh,
I never heard of Silvinho.
Yeah, they were all like giving him a hug and like talking to him. That was cute. But yeah, 1-0 win for PSG. Lyon, they got to figure it out. I don't know what the hell Sevilla was thinking, but PSG got a good win away in the rain. And Neymar's still doing his thing. His game overall wasn't like super duper stellar, but the goal was good.
I was trying to listen to the PSG podcast.
Oh, this?
Yeah, they talked about Neymar's return.
Yeah.
It was kind of cool that they were talking about how, everybody talks about how bad it was. Was it really like that much booing? Like, was it obvious?
Oh, and against Lyon or against the win of PSG?
Game. Yeah.
Oh,
he was like, I'm gonna keep it in beating it, but it wasn't like. He's like, it wasn't horrific, he was saying.
Yo, okay, I know exactly what you're talking about. Because one dude said it and all the other ones are like, nah, dog.
Yeah.
No, Caesar, it was so crazy. Yeah. No, it was bad. Even the Lyon fans were whistling him, too. I don't know exactly.
They're like, yeah, he gets whistles all the time, he touches the ball and all that. And they were like, what? I mean, he was like, oh, like, yeah, they get the whistle the ball every time he touches, but it wasn't like that crazy.
You know what it was? The guy was saying it was the ultras and not like the fans, like kind of on the sides.
Yeah.
But they were like, it didn't matter. Like, it was really loud.
Yeah.
The Lyon fans were actually throwing stuff. I hate when that happens.
Me too.
When Neymar was taking corners. I think, am I allowed to say this? I kind of feel like that's worse than monkey chants. Is that bad? Is that bad? Just put the camera on me. You don't think?
You explain why? Why throwing trash is worse than doing noises of chimpanzees to people of African descent?
You don't think so? Because that like really. I mean, look, you act like the refs are gonna stop the match for monkey chants. They don't care. But a player. I remember when
you know what they say. You know what they say. Born alone, die alone.
You know what? You remember when Lucas got hit with that pole in Bastia?
Yeah, that was insane. Yeah. I was like, that's a murder attempt.
You feel? I can't condone that. I'd rather them do some.
But I'd rather get hit by a pole than the whole damn arena seeing monkey chants at me. Yeah, man, that's damaging.
Caesar, first of all,
a pole is just one ultra idiot, but a whole unity of.
Okay,
sounds,
don't
you know what I'm saying?
Caesar, hold on. Let's.
That's mentally damaging.
Caesar,
dog.
Let's be honest here.
Hit
okay?
me with a pole.
Hold on, Caesar. Yo. You're telling me you would rather get hit with batteries and bottles when you're taking a corner than hear some section of fans.
Hold
on.
Now it's some section.
Hold on.
Oh
no! I'm asking you seriously.
Are you from Cagliari?
Caesar, no, I'm serious. No, I'm dead serious. You'd rather that than hear chants? Keep it real, because I know you. Yeah, exactly. Because if somebody hit you with a bottle, you gonna be running up in the stands like Ron Artest.
Hell yeah, I'm getting everybody. Are you coming with me, Steven Jackson?
Exactly.
I'm getting in there. Exactly. I'm throwing that battery
Caesar,
back.
Caesar,
if I got a damn DC battery thrown at me, I'm picking up and I'm chucking it right back in there.
If they
I don't care if it hits.
Exactly.
I don't care if it hits any children.
No, Caesar, you
shouldn't have came from there.
Caesar, you don't even
put
care
your kids away.
You don't care if it hits you or not. If you see it fall,
if it tapped my shoe, I'm picking it up and I'm throwing it.
Yeah, exactly. So thank you.
I don't care if it hits an innocent grandma. It's over. Yeah, exactly. I'm sorry. You shouldn't have been in that section.
Yeah,
shouldn't have been an ultra granny.
Yeah, you don't play it like that at all.
But then also,
if they monkey chant, you're gonna cry.
The monkey chant, I'm just gonna leave.
No, you're gonna
I'm walking off the pitch.
You're gonna cry. What's the name?
And they're gonna play one of them slow EDM songs and do my video.
Oh yeah. But yeah, we're gonna definitely cover some more matches this week, and we'll just be posting them on YouTube because obviously we're recording Monday night, early recording, because we wanted to cover these FIFA awards which are handed out this week.
Fifth best.
Yeah. I have a really strong criticism of this award ceremony. Caesar over here struggling. Caesar been going to the gym in the morning, so he over here tired. You know what I'm saying? Caesar been over here getting it in the morning, mostly probably lifting up his phone, taking pictures. But anyway, Caesar, was it a surprise to you that Messi won the best men's player?
Hell yeah, it was.
So who were you thinking should win?
I thought VVD like all day. Virgil van Dijk.
Yeah.
I mean, like I even like was saying to myself, you know,
I'm a Ronaldo fan. I'm a fan of I think he's a better player.
But he made Juve worse.
But for
obviously.
sure, I mean, I don't think he made Juve worse. But for
I already
sure,
proved that.
Okay. I don't think he made Juve worse, but for sure, I think
you don't think, but I know.
Hey man, I'm still talking.
I proved it.
That's crazy. So I don't think he made them worse, but
he did because I proved it.
Hey man,
so
you're
please
still
stop
cutting me
saying
off.
that because you're saying that what you think, and I'm saying what I know.
But I'm gonna get the last word. So
I
I think that I don't think he made the team worse at all, but I think what's really important to note is that guy won Champions League on Liverpool. I believe Liverpool played Barcelona.
Yes.
And dismantled them.
In the second leg, absolutely.
Yes.
First leg, Messi had murder on his mind.
Messi absolutely had melee going on, but then the second match, Virgil van Dijk shut it all down, everything forever. He was one of those players that looked like it was 6 of him out there.
Yeah.
And I know, I wanted to say this online on Twitter. I think it's important to note that, and I think that Virgil van Dijk made a good point too. He talked about, some people, he said it, some people vote for strikers, attackers, some people vote for defenders. And I think that was kind of a deep view and looking at it as if some people just look at goal tallies and numbers and other people look at actual people on the field. Facts. And I think that's what Virgil van Dijk represents. I think it's the first time in a long time that, Messi and Ronaldo have been putting up just these monstrous. They put up numbers that I don't put playing a video game. Like these 60 and 60 goals and 61 goal years and 55 goal years. That's incredible. It really is, and they've all been commended for it. Countless. They've had countless awards for it. That's not really happening more. I know Messi had a good year too, but it's not really happening as much as he used to. So it's important for us to now start to really see people that are doing more than just scoring goals. And Van Dijk's a great example of that.
Yeah, Luka Modric won the Ballon d'Or.
Because look, because think about this, as good as Liverpool was before, they didn't win before. They get him and they win Champions League. Luka Modric somehow got all the awards last year. If anybody, Virgil van Dijk should just got his awards too as his token. Like, you know what? I should actually take your awards from last year because I played so good this year, Modric. Give me your awards. Okay?
Show him my bracelet.
Want to hang with the stars? So I'll show him a bracelet. That's Chingy. I like that video. 3-minute, 30-second mark.
Okay, yeah. I mean, I thought it was kind of annoying.
That was whack to me.
Yeah. I mean, out of those 3, I would have definitely given it to Virgil van Dijk as well. But I don't think that Ronaldo should have been there, to be honest with you. But that's because I don't believe the Nations Cup is real. Best men's coach, Jurgen Klopp. What do you think?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I guess. That's a lame award.
Yeah.
I mean, are you following every single team and how they've improved?
Honestly, I'm going to keep it real. There's something I want to say when I talk about the top 11. So, you know what? I'll wait. I'll come back to it. Best goalie, your boy Allison.
He's very good.
Dr. Becker.
Yeah, he did win Copa America too, so go ahead.
This is true. He
balled out in Copa America. I think they only gave up 1 goal or 0 goals.
Something.
I mean, it was like 1 or 0.
Yeah,
sure. Man, you can have the award.
Yeah, I'm sure Bolsonaro threatened other teams or something like that.
Any other team would be like, who's this clown?
What clown?
Bolsonaro. Well, all the other countries looking at him like
they got a big military. And they got them shooters.
Man, I know my people, dog.
They got them shooters. I know my people. They got them shooters in Brazil. My people. They got them shooters in Brazil.
That's cute.
They got them shooters in Brazil.
We're not.
They got them shooters in Brazil?
We're not. We got helicopter turrets.
It's too stupid. Best women's player, Megan Rapinoe.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get into her speech actually after we talk about this best 11. This is where honestly, like, I had an issue with this best 11. And it's like,
I saw some of those.
And it's gonna be kind of unbelievable because it's something I've probably never done before.
No, but I saw some of those players. I'm like, I like them, and they shouldn't be in there.
Okay, so it was De Ligt, Ramos, Van Dijk, Marcelo.
What?
Modric, De Jong, Hazard, Mbappe, Ronaldo, Messi.
FIFA players. This is a FIFA game.
Now, this is my issue. How on earth is it possible that this is the starting 11 and there's 1 EPL player?
That's bananas.
When we had 4 teams in the European finals.
I think
that's literally unbelievable to me.
I talked mess about him before, but it should absolutely been Robertson over Modric. I mean, over Marcelo.
I can't believe that Raheem Sterling got no love, and I think Raheem Sterling should have been there over Ronaldo. And I think that Pep Guardiola should have got Coach of the Year. They won 4 trophies last season. They did a domestic.
Well, Pep doesn't think Sterling should have won. Pep thinks that Bernardo Silva should have won.
That's okay. That's cute. Whatever. But Raheem Sterling, obviously Kun Aguero tied with like 3 other players to win the Golden Boot in
which is fair.
But Raheem Sterling was their best player last season. They got a domestic treble, dog.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Like, winning Champions League is dope, but like winning a domestic treble
they really
in EPL,
just won everything.
Winning a domestic treble in EPL is not easy.
I don't see that.
And that also means that you beat for the title the team that won Champions League. So that means it's a very good team. And you beat the team that was the runner-up in Champions League in the league. How the hell are there not one Man City player in the starting 11, and you don't give it to and I'm like, how does Raheem Sterling get no love? What does he have to do? What in the world? This dude is the best player on Man City. I know what he has to do. I mean, I know what he have to do. Him a bleach. But
I was gonna say that, but you did. I'm mad you caught me off guard with him a bleach. But no, I know what he has to do. He has to get a little more goals. I know he had a lot. I know he had a lot.
You know what? Sadly, I didn't look up his stats, but
I think he had like 27-15.
But he was the most influential player.
I absolutely.
I'm not telling you, but I'm saying like he's the most influential player on a team that won a domestic treble.
Yeah,
back-to-back EPL wins.
They are
domestic treble. Obviously, they faltered in the Champions League. They went out to Tottenham in the semi-final.
Yeah, they did go out to Tottenham Hotspurs,
but they won a domestic treble. That's not easy, yo.
They won in 1 year more trophies than Pochettino's ever won as a career.
Facts. Are you kidding me?
Pep just rakes him in.
And I honestly don't think that Klopp should have won it. I think that Pep should have won it.
No, I think Klopp should have won it.
I mean, that's an argument. Honestly.
No, I can definitely have someone convince me otherwise.
That's an argument, but at least, I mean, and I guess it's an argument for Ronaldo. I think Sterling should have been up there and not Ronaldo.
No, and I think you could be argued either one. I agree for sure.
But at least you cannot have one EPL player in a starting 11 when 4 EPL teams was in the European finals.
Yeah.
That is ridiculous.
It's pretty wild, to be honest with you.
I mean, I couldn't believe it. I was like, yo, am I seeing literally just Virgil van Dijk? Like, for real? Modric, Real Madrid did nothing last season. De Jong, Ajax was cute, but like, it's not.
I'll be honest, Modric really, really, really did not deserve to be on there.
Yeah. Marcelo, what? Reguilón was out there playing last season.
Yeah.
Ramos? What did Real Madrid's defense do last season? He wasn't even scoring goals last season. Like, what the hell?
Yeah, Marcelo.
Matip should have got it over.
I thought Marcelo was a really bad inclusion on there.
Yeah, no, it was ridiculous. Honestly, I was like,
I love me some Cello like that. Yeah, he shouldn't have been up there.
I just was like, damn.
Real Madrid player should have been up there.
Raheem Sterling can't get no love. The whole Man City, not one player. You win a domestic treble in EPL, and competing against the number 1 and number 2 team in Champions League and the number 1 and number 2 team in Europa League. Like, those teams are good and deep. And you won 2 cups in the league. You couldn't even argue
Eden up there because Chelsea went all the way to the Europa League final.
Yeah. No, Eden Hazard was in there.
No, but not in the top 3.
No, I'm saying...
I know, I'm saying
he was on the starting 11.
Yeah, and I'm just saying, like, yeah.
Honestly, I thought that was ridiculous.
Very weird.
But yeah, so...
What about Conte? Was Conte there?
Who?
Conte?
N'Golo Conte, no.
But Modric's?
He was like, De Jong kind of got his spot. But yeah, honestly...
De Jong is capped too, but go ahead.
You feel me?
You haven't really talked about it. You haven't really talked about him.
For Barcelona,
you've been talking about Ansu Fati, but you didn't really talk about...
Well, De Jong hasn't really done anything like that. I saw him play twice, I want to say. Like, but it's cool. It's nothing, like, amazing.
That's what I'm saying. Like, the way they talk about him, when I watch him, like, I'm not blown away by anything. I'm just like these people are... You know what it reminds me of? When they had the hype about Adrian Silva. No, it was Adrian... What was the name of the Portuguese midfielder that was, like, good, everybody loved, and all of a sudden he just fell off and disappeared and went to Everton? You remember? Was it Adrian Silva? No, it was a big, tall dude.
He went to last. Wait, Andre Gomes.
Andre Gomes. Yeah. It's like that kind of thing.
That was rough. That was a big fall off. He was a forward though. They were trying to put him in the. I was like, that guy's a forward. But Dang, what'd you say before that? Damn, I forgot. De Jong. It's fine. Honestly, somebody who is like miles and miles, like so much better than De Jong, Matteo Guendouzi. You can't even compare the two. Guendouzi's like, it's like you versus Pirlo.
Should ever say that.
Yo, dog, Guendouzi, literally, when you watch him play, like, I want you to watch an Arsenal match. You're going to be like, yo, dog, like, you don't see any midfielder get the ball every time and look forward to make a forward pass. Yeah. And he dropped dimers. And this last game, this dude got the rock, dribbled up into the box and won a penalty. And I think he might have had an assist, too. I can't remember. But yeah, De Jong, that's cute. You know, it's hype. But yeah, Raheem Sterling, that's a shame. And you notice, anybody listening, y'all seen that they're talking about Raheem Sterling to Real Madrid now, potentially. They stole it from us. Episode 81.
I have the picture Photoshop, don't forget.
Episode 81, results minded. We sat here and broke down.
I think we got clowned at for that too. Or laughed at for that.
By who?
I forgot. I think something in the comments one time.
I can't remember. We asked, should Real Madrid get Hazard, Mbappe, Martial, or Sterling? We sat here and both of us was like, you know what? They didn't get Raheem Sterling, yo.
He'd be excellent.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like, they're all dope, but
they're not that smart.
Yeah, no.
I mean, apparently they talked to the representatives.
Allegedly. I think they just listened to our episode and was like, dang, they gotta just drop that rumor out.
That'd be pretty dark. That'd be
Caesar,
pretty
we don't
intense.
be getting no damn love. Obviously, there's a lot of haters in the world. There's a lot of haters that be reading our tweets and talk about them 3 weeks later. But anyway, I wanted to talk about some of what the only love that Raheem Sterling did get in this FIFA award show was when Rapinoe mentioned him during her speech. Mentioned him in regards to fighting against racism. It's a damn shame this dude's such a baller, and that's like the only time you get some love. Yeah, you're fighting against racism. Like, damn, dog, yeah, I'm black, but I'm also a baller, too. There was something I wanted to... I wanted to read some of what she said. She said more than this, but one thing I thought that was pretty poignant that she said, we have such an incredible opportunity being professional football players. I ask everyone here, lend your platform to other people, lift other people up, share your success. We have a unique opportunity in football, different to any other sport in the world, to use this beautiful game to actually change the world for better. Do something, do anything. We have incredible power in this room. I thought that was really nice. Something me and Caesar try to do with our small platform and with the sport. We're trying to change the world for the better. We talk about world issues. We talk about things going on in the world. Some other platforms and outlets don't cover them. We take it upon ourselves that we actually care about the world. Why don't some of those platforms share their success and lift us up?
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, don't read the tweet. Don't talk about the tweet 3 weeks later. Also, your boy Johnny Infantino was talking about racism. He was like, this is not acceptable anymore. We have to say this. We have to say no to racism in any form. No to racism in football, racism in society. We have to kick racism out once and for all, out of football and out of society. We also talked about the Iranian women's football ban and that young woman who they're calling the Blue Girl, who I guess she set herself on fire because she wasn't able to go into the matches. He also said something pretty dope too, Johnny Infantino. He said, women's football is not women's football, it's football. It's played with passion, it's played with heart. It makes all of our hearts beat as well. We will make sure that women's football is side by side with men's football at all levels. Hopefully he doesn't just say that and, not take
Did you see that FIFA issued Iran needs to allow women to arenas?
Yeah, I saw something about that.
Yeah.
Let's hope it happens. Saudi Arabia used to not allow women, and then they said they do, but I haven't seen it necessarily, and so I don't really know.
Should you be going?
Right. I got a crazy story about a soccer match in Saudi Arabia that I will not be telling on this podcast. A crazy story. Wild. If you want to know, hit us up on Twitter or something like that, and I'll tell you personally.
We'll tell you, watch our stream.
What stream?
Watch WMI Gaming stream. Maybe you'll hear a story on there.
No, I'm not going to say it on there. I can be typing it out. But it's crazy. But yeah. Oh, and also, I don't know if I mentioned Jill Ellis won Best Women's Coach, obviously. I hope so. Probably still hates her though. Okay, Caesar. We made a podcast episode 126. Caesar's pretty sleepy.
I'm not sleepy. I'm hot.
Well, I asked you if you wanted a shirt earlier. I would have got up and I would have got you a shirt, a sleeveless joint.
That's dramatic.
Well, you know what I'm saying? I mean, you got to think about these things before we record.
Pretty similar conditions to Long Beach, huh?
Absolutely. Not for me. Not for me. Because when it's hot over there, you be struggling. You be moving around a lot.
Like I'm doing now.
Yeah, but you could have done something about it, though. Because I got shorts.
I'm just going to get called out on the show right now?
It seems like because you put a lot of negative energy into the show.
I'm chilling.
You're right. Okay, Caesar. When I was watching matches this weekend, yes. I was getting so frustrated.
Do tell us.
I think that we talked about this before. I don't know. It's 126 god daggone episodes or 30 something we've uploaded. I don't know if we've ever talked about this before. I'm sure we have.
We have a lot on YouTube.
I mean, only on YouTube it only
feels like a lot.
No, it started like
only 80 something on YouTube.
No. I'm saying it only started like 80 something. So I guess because like 40 something on there. I'm just so tired of one-footed players. And I'm just so tired of players that are just so predictable. Like, you are left-footed and you are just so predictable, and it's so annoying that you're a professional player and you can only go one direction.
Yeah.
I just wonder if coaches ever, in practice, be like, this is an off-foot day or off-foot training drill. Like, why would you never do that? Like, here's the thing. Like, this is like something I've noticed. Like, most number 9s, like most real center forwards, can use both their feet pretty much equally.
Yeah.
Lukaku can do it. Cavani, even Dembele on Lyon. Like, all these guys that are real like center forwards. Generally speaking, a center forward is good on both feet. Luis Suarez, Lewandowski, like they can shoot with both feet. They can pass the ball with both feet.
Yeah.
But, like, I'm watching these left-footed midfield. I was watching Man U. Oh, my God. I'm watching Matic. I'm watching Mata. I'm just like, oh, so frustrated.
David Silva, too.
I didn't really... He is, too. But I didn't watch them play. But he's not as bad as them other ones. I was watching PSG. I'm looking at Di Maria. I'm just like so frustrated. Like I just can't deal with this. It just seems so like
Mariano's
right-footed.
Yeah, super right-footed.
Yeah, it just gets annoying. Like, why wouldn't you, if you're the coach, be like, okay, like this drill, like I want you to play like you're right-footed if you're left-footed. Like, change your body position. It shouldn't be that if Di Maria is going down the right side with the ball in his left foot that you know exactly what he's going to do. He can't do anything on his right foot. He can't position his body to be able to use his right foot. Like, it blows my mind. Why wouldn't a coach be like, this drill, this whatever we're going to do right now, use your off foot?
Yeah.
Why wouldn't they do that?
I don't know, honestly. I don't really know. I think it's like the mindset, like, oh, they're professional now, so we want to use their
strengths, I guess.
Yeah, their highest ability. Like, if we do that, we're gonna be limiting them or confusing them or something. Everything's so delicate with the professional players. God, it's really weird. But it should at least start happening at a youth level.
I mean, I'm just like,
before you have to really work in professionals, because sometimes it's too late to teach an old dog new tricks. So
but because it's not like
it should have been hit in the younger days.
Yeah, because it's not like they can't use their other. It's not like they can't, but like they get in the game and they get comfortable, and I'm just like, I don't know. For me, it's just really frustrating because I'm like, damn dog. Like, if this was the case in professional basketball, it would be the most frustrating. It would be impossible to watch if every right hand shooting player only went right and every left was.
That'd be gross.
It would be disgusting.
I couldn't watch that.
And that's how I feel sometimes watching soccer. I'm like, yo, like, I don't want to see you guys just doing this one thing every time you get the ball.
Yeah, I mean, like, in the Inter game, Lukaku had a shot like that where he was coming up the right side, and I was like, oh, it's about to go off his left. And he shot with his right foot. I was like,
yeah, I've seen Lukaku shoot his right foot.
Yeah, I mean, and I thought he would have made it if he somehow did. I said on the recap if he did one left it. But I mean, he shot his right foot. I'm like, hey man, that's an extra option.
I feel like most center forwards are able to use both feet.
They are, and
like,
I think so too.
Generally speaking,
it's part
center
of the
forwards
game for them, especially.
They have to be able to get
service
angles.
comes from either end. You have to
Exactly,
no matter what.
Exactly.
You don't want to limit yourself on an area if you play in the middle.
Yeah, exactly. But it doesn't make any sense that like you're a midfielder and you can't do that. Like, or you're like a winger. I'm like, yo, dude, like, not even that you necessarily got to be able to use that foot so well.
No.
But you can't even position your body. Like, just position your body to make it seem like you could potentially use your right foot.
at least fake it or something.
Yeah, like, you can't even position your body, yo. Yeah. Like, you play basketball, like, you can go with your left hand dribbling and go, like, the direction like a left-handed player would go. Mm-hmm. Or you can go with your right hand and go the direction a right-handed player would go. I can't believe that Di Maria can't just square his body up to the...
There's just no way. If he did it, he'd just snap it
spine. Exactly. You feel like he just have an aneurysm. Like,
he would just go on the ground like...
I mean, I just can't. I'm just like, yo, it's so frustrating that you're a professional. You can't even try to position your body like that.
That's gross.
It's really, I mean, and obviously there's really good players that are just one-footed as hell. Usually it's left-footed players, to be honest with you. But I just wonder, like, what it is about a left-footed player. Maybe I'm just hating on left-footed players.
A little bit. You're not saying right-footed dudes. There's right-footed guys that are one-footed.
Are you kind of a left-footed hater too? A little bit. Come on, keep it real. He gonna leave me out to dry.
I'm not a left-footed hater, but I do not like a team full of left-footers, and I do not like... If you have... I think we talked about the show.
Yeah.
If you have 3 left-footers, there's too many.
Yeah, you don't feel like that with 3 right-footers?
No, but I mean, I like left-footed. I like Marcelo. He's left-footed, but he's 2-footed too. He shoots some right-footed goals. Actually scored a couple too.
Yeah.
But
not.
Yeah,
I
think left-footed players frustrate me more than right-footed players.
A fullback don't count.
No, a left-footed player definitely will stress me out more because I feel like they're so limited on the field. Right. Majority of the game happens on the left side of the field, so when you have to rely on everything being on the right side and it has to be perfect, I feel like it always has to be a perfect angle for a lefty. Unless you're the one guy in the world, which is Messi. But it's one guy. So, no matter what, like...
They just seem like they're so limited for some reason.
No, I agree with you. I think in that aspect, it seems like right-footed players seem to have more versatility than a left-footer.
Right.
But a left-footer they seem to have more little craft in them.
They can be like... You know why?
Like
what it is?
Like a Douglas Costa.
You know what it is to me? Is that, like... They're so left foot reliant that they
had to be they had to be creative.
Like you had to be able to just do some extra
Messi's
stuff.
like the apex of that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
he just did it.
Yeah, I don't know. It was just something bothering me, and I had to get it off my chest.
I agree. It gets annoying. I mean, and when you watch it, like one thing that's what I really liked about when I watched Rafael Leão this weekend play, is that I was like, oh look, like this is a guy who's like comfortable, like he's chilling. He's doing moves off his left foot, bringing it up to the right, switching it back. I'm like, he looks sturdy. Like left-footed players look like there's more lean on an edge.
Exactly.
They have a crouch, you know,
yeah.
like they're this very crouchy.
Yeah, they gotta go.
But like when you watch Hazard run, he looks like he has a base.
Yeah,
you know.
We were saying it before. Like
there's like a base.
Left-footed players gotta like turn. They turn their whole back.
Yeah.
Like they like turn away from the goal, and I just feel
they like go like this.
Yeah, and I feel like if you're playing any sport where like the goal is there, like basketball or soccer, the best thing to do is always be square. I mean, in basketball, I tell you, be square.
That's what made people like Neymar so dangerous and Hazard so dangerous that
can be
you don't know what side it'll happen to you on.
Yeah, they can be square.
Yeah, even Mbappe too. Like you never know.
They can be square to the goal,
and you don't know what foot it's gonna launch from.
If you're square, you can do something on both feet. But once you turn your back to something, it's like, okay, there's only one way this ball can go.
Yeah, it's gonna be some curve from the right side.
Exactly. It is just so frustrating sometimes. I think it was just this weekend. I saw so much of it. I just got so mad.
And then you watched Man U was played really bad, and they had like 2 prominent lefties in there, and that's disgusting.
And then it was like Yarmolenko too.
And then Yarmo's on the other side. You're like, oh my lord.
I just seen a lot
of lefty attack.
And it was also bad.
And Felipe Anderson's left-footed too.
No, he's right-footed.
He is right-footed. He's right-footed. I always think he's lefty.
He's a good one too. He can get square.
You know why? Because sometimes it's not even trying to. I think of Carlos Vela when I think of Felipe Anderson.
Oh, that's funny.
I don't know why.
That's a weird one.
They're probably the same dude.
I mean, that's a stretch.
I don't know why. I don't know why I think of them. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. It was just.
Odegaard.
I saw some bad football, and it was also like some super.
Have you
lefties.
watched Real Sociedad?
No.
Yo, dog. I watched a little bit. I watched half because I don't want to watch the whole game. And I watched two. I watched when Kubo came into the game against Malaga. He got that assist.
They didn't put Malaga's in second division.
Yeah, he got an assist though.
Mallorca.
Mallorca. Yeah. I watched Mallorca. I think he got an assist.
Oh yeah, he did. I saw that.
Kubo got an assist. But I watched a little bit of Real Sociedad because I want to see like what this thing about Odegaard. The guy's balling. I'm not gonna lie.
He's balling.
I'm not gonna lie. I'll give him props for balling.
He ain't
and I mean, damn it took you 8 years, but I'm glad you're balling.
He ain't going back to Real Madrid. That's not happening.
I think he might next year. I'm not gonna lie to you. They might get rid of James and get him. If James is gone, he's going.
You know, I feel bad for James because James is really like they're putting him in the 4-3-3 playing in the midfield. It's just not him.
No, he's like a floating striker.
But James is putting some dope cross the field passes.
He is.
Like
he is. He's like don't y'all ever forget though. He's like
don't
y'all forget though.
Every time he does it, like he kind of whipped that ball. I'm like, man, that's going out of bounds. Perfect.
You know why? You know when he does it on my head? I'm like you only did that because you're Colombian. Like you're a baller, and I always forget. Like me personally, I kind of forget that James is like
he's really good.
Is a really good, and he played he's playing in CONMEBOL every year.
Yeah, he's a good
and
player.
A very good team full of very talented.
I think he bought that for Real Madrid.
Powerful, talented players, and damn, he's in Real Madrid. When he comes out there, I think I'm like, oh god, all right, we'll see what James does. And then he'll just do something like, god damn, I mean, that's why they pay him, right?
Yeah.
The guy will do it.
Yeah, he's good. It's just that he's like, that's not really his position. You know what
I mean? And I almost feel bad because I'm like, he has to do this. You know
yeah,
what
that's
I mean?
the only way he's going to get on the pitch because they're not going to play a 4-2-3-1.
No.
You know what I mean?
But man, he would ball in 4-2-3-1.
Yeah.
He loves that.
I mean, honestly.
He loves being offset on something.
Yeah, honestly, I feel like he could be really good in Arsenal or something like that.
I think he'd be really good at Liverpool.
Well, they're playing a 4-3-3 too.
No, I know, but I mean, like,
just like to be in that middle where Firmino plays. Ooh, I don't know.
I know it's risky and it's like a lot, but I think he could do that stuff.
I mean, because
honestly, I think he would actually. I think if you made him do it and you told him, hey man, just try, see if you like it.
Yeah.
He'd be like,
because Firmino really does play a false nine.
He does,
and I've actually heard other people say that because we've been saying that, but I was like, well, maybe like. I don't know if like that's what the consensus is, but I've heard other like quote unquote pundits say that too. So like we're all seeing the same thing.
Yeah,
Firmino does drop back
very much.
Yeah,
I mean it almost turns into like a 4-4-2 because he drops back
like a 4, like a
4-1-2,
like a 4-1,
a 4-2-1-2,
or something like that.
A 4-1-3-2,
something like that. Yeah,
because. Eventually, it's like Mane up there on top and Salah running around.
Yeah, Mane and Salah end up like kind of like
like a
4-4-2
almost.
Yeah, and then
so he drops back like that, and a 4-1-2-1.
I don't know.
2. I got
4,000
4-1-2-1-2.
Something like that.
Yeah, it looks like that.
Easy,
I think that if you were telling no, relax. I almost said we're going dummy. If James was in that position, I think he'd be like, I kind of like this.
Yeah, he could excel there. Potentially, yeah.
I can turn and shoot when I want.
Yeah.
I don't have to be a passer, but I can give some nice dimes out. I can do some give and goes. He loves because in that World Cup, he loves being right on the top of that 18, getting it cracking. Mm-hmm. He loves being that spot. He likes getting. He's not uncomfortable being right in front of a goal like this. He likes doing a little crafty stuff.
And James is a lefty, but he can get square to the goal. He's not super.
He would probably get off.
He's not like Di Maria lefty. He can get square to the goal. He plays square to the goal.
Yeah. He would like it squared.
Yeah, I can see that potentially. James on Liverpool.
It's random, but it'd be good.
I mean, yeah, it's random. I don't feel like anybody's ever said it, but he could play in Firmino's role for sure.
I think good.
Well, I mean, he'd be better in that than playing like on the right or left in a 4-3-3 in the midfield.
Yeah, you can't put him on the right in Real Madrid as much as you like to. He's just not that guy. Yeah. He's not on the right. He's just not that guy.
He's not a central midfielder.
And he's not a winger, so he's just not that dude.
No.
He's very much that floating kind of a very floating 10 offset 9 guy. Like he's just kind of like where they put Jovic.
Yeah,
that's where James would be like. I bet James goes, I want to go in and be next to Benzema. But when he does, that's where he kind of like he works well when he kind of has like Benzema established. He can just kind of bounce around and just be some of the defense has to think about like, oh crap, James is over there.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. So that's our hater rant.
That's fun.
I'm glad you woke up. Episode 126, We Made It Podcast. Make sure you check us out on Instagram and Twitter. We Made It Podcast. Make sure you go subscribe to us on YouTube. We've had 11 subscribers for forever.
I'm gonna be honest with you, that's the first time I'm hearing Twitter subscriber numbers.
No, that's on YouTube.
I mean, YouTube. That's the first time I've heard that.
Yeah,
I didn't know we had 11.
Yeah, it's pretty rough.
That's a lot.
I just like that our videos be having 1, 2, 3 views. It's exciting, dude. I'm like, we put up 80 videos, we got 3 views.
40.
Jesus. Is this where they start playing the end of the road song or what? You put up 40 videos, you get 2 views. Woo!
We gotta scare my life.
We might have to try something new. Start doing a cooking podcast. This is not working. Maybe we just talked about.
Caesar, we never promoted our YouTube for real.
Never have.
Yeah, I mean,
but we definitely shows up pump episodes on there. But I think this new angle is going to make it different for us.
Yeah, no, we're going to be doing some shorter videos. Obviously, somebody see a video an hour and 45 minutes, they're like, oh, I'll pass.
Which I don't blame them.
Yeah, but we do have the best soccer podcast in the world. So, but yeah, we're going to be doing more short videos, doing recaps and stuff. Definitely will be some dropping this week. And yeah, We Made a Podcast. Hallelujah.